Hey y'all, welcome back friends and neighbors. I just sitting out here chilling for just a few minutes. Got my old trusty Parker Edwards USA made in Jacksonville, Alabama single blade trapper with these I don't know what kind of handles you call them. It's almost like a raspberry or something. I don't know exactly what you call them, but boy, don't they pretty? Don't they pretty? Man, I'm digging this pocket now. I just got me a little old stick out here and sitting here whittling just a minute. I'm actually out here on the job site. I come in a few minutes early and I had to go count some product, and I got that did. And I thought, well, I got a few minutes, so I'll just run on here and we'll just do a morning knife chat. And I've been carrying that GEC engineer, and I thought, well, you know, I better get in there and carry me another knife for a day or two, and I don't want them all to get jealous and carrying on and crying. If y'all been watching the channel any at all, you notice I do got a couple of GECs that I've been trading on. Might be another one or two about to show up. Really enjoying trading around knives here lately. I've always traded knives, but it seems like here lately I have been on a tear about trading knives. Just, you know, sometimes you kind of your collection kind of gets stale, you know, to you, and you say, shoot, I'm tired of looking at them. So you start either selling off or you trade around, and you change the looks of your collection. Now, some people don't, and that's quite all right. But I'm one of them. I'm one of them cats that's all about the hunt and the thrill and all that. And when I get a knife, about 9 times out of 10, when I get a knife, that is the knife. That is the knife. Hallelujah, that's it. Pull the curtain back, let the angels sing, play the harps. That's it for a few days. And then it's on to the next one. Now I know everybody ain't that way. Some people they get a knife and that's it. Now I got a couple of them, but I just enjoy, like I said, I enjoy the hunt. I enjoy the trade. I enjoy my collection of knives evolving and changing. It's just, to me, it's just a lot of fun. I thoroughly enjoy it. But that's what I was gonna do, is jump on here this morning. It's just a knife chat. That's all. Just a knife chat. Show y'all what I was carrying. It's the only knife I'm carrying today. Just a single blade. I think maybe if I really concentrate, I can probably get through the day with this one single blade. Lord, I hope so. Lord, I hope so. Yeah, man, I tell you what, if y'all didn't see, I traded for 3 of these knives right here. All 3 Parker Edwards out of Jacksonville, Alabama. And this one, for some reason, this one right here just kind of resonates with me. The other 2 are a matching pair, and the bone is deeper red and a different jig. But they just something about this one right here that just set a fire in me, and I just wouldn't have it no other way. And I wanted to throw it in the pocket. I wanted to use it. I even cut some cardboard with it a while ago. I was over in warehouse number 19. I don't know, that don't mean nothing to y'all, but it does me. And I had to count what's called some lids and some pads. And I just, reach over and cut me a piece of cardboard. And I'm bad about doing that, even though I carry a pad. I'm the world's worst about cutting me off a piece of dunnage cardboard and making my notes. And sometimes by the end of the day, I may have 3 or 4 of these in my pocket, or 2 or 3 of them laying in the seat of the truck or whatever. That's just me. And sometimes I'm in a warehouse, you know, and I might be counting something, and I take out my pen, and here lately, the old pen that I've been using has been this Sharpie S-Gel Copper. You might not can tell, but some of the shine is finally starting to come off of it. I want it to patina 100% natural. So that's what I'm working on. Now it's getting hotter every day. Summer's coming, so the sweat of my hands and all should change this. Being copper like it is, I like it. I like it. What I say is sometimes I'll make notes. I'll make notes like, on the dunnage cardboard on a product, and I'm making notes and I write down. Well, then I'll get a phone call and I'll leave and I'll have to go somewhere else to another warehouse or something. Well, then I get to hunting my notes. Well, I said, shoot, I know I done it. I know I wrote it down and it won't be in my pocket. I remember where it's at, so then I got to go back and get it. I know I'm talking random today, but it's just what I wanted to do today. I've gotten better about the videos that I make. The videos I make is the videos I want to make, and I appreciate every single person that watches them, and I really appreciate people who comment, and stuff. I'm just trying to make sure that I just keep it real and keep it true to me. This channel is all about what I want to do and what I like to do, and I thoroughly enjoy the fact that you all come along with me and check out these old knives. Every once in a while we sit down and we just talk, about man stuff. And that's what I'm doing today, just whittling on this little old stick. And now when I say, when I whittle on a stick, all I'm doing is just whittling wood away. I ain't making nothing. When I get done, the stick will be whittled away to nothing, and there'll be a pile of shavings on the ground. That's my kind of whittling. But I thoroughly enjoy it. I just thoroughly enjoy it. And I did have one other thing. I was going to show y'all another knife that I brought with me today. I got a friend of mine / co-worker that drives one of the trucks for us. And yesterday, I noticed when he got out of the truck, he had a full-size trade sheath on his belt, like for a 5-inch knife. And I said, hey, Tommy, what in the world is that you got on your hip, son? Let me see that. Well, he opened it up, and he had to dig down in that thing, and he come out with about a 3.5-inch little Uncle Henry lockback. I said, Lord have mercy, you got a heap sight more leather there than you do pocket knife. Yeah, Terry, he said, that's all I got right now. He said, I sure would like to come up with me a knife that's got a little more meat on it, he said. I told him, I said, well, you don't worry about that. I said, Terry, take care of you. So I went, I knew exactly what I wanted, knew exactly what I wanted to give him. Well, I got this old Golden Bear 60T. Now this is a China-made knife, which he don't mind at all, and really like it. Got the burl wood handles, and I bought this knife brand spanking new at I don't remember if I got it at Academy or if I got it at Tractor Supply. I really don't remember, but I bought it brand new, and it's one heck of a knife now. Got a nice hollow grind, holds the edge like nobody's business. You can whittle with it. Him being a truck driver, that's gonna work out good for him for cutting straps, cutting bands, cutting seals off of trailers, such as all that. So I think that he'll be happy with this when I give it to him. And when I give it to him, he don't know it yet, but I'm gonna take that Uncle Henry away from him and go sharpen it. Because when I when I looked at it yesterday and he showed it to me, I said, Lord have mercy, Tommy. I said, this thing won't cut butter. He said, no, sir, it sure won't. I said, we'll take care of that too. But he was in a hurry and he had to go. So I'm going to swap knives with him. I'm going to fix up his Uncle Henry. And I'm going to give it back to him. You know, I was doing a trade. I got a few more minutes. I was doing a trade with a boy. And it's okay, I can call him boy because he's about young enough to be one of mine. And just thank the world of him. I was doing a trade with him, and we done a trade. I had purchased a knife, and come to find out, it really fit his collection. Well, he reached out to me and asked me, was I gonna get rid of it? I said, sure I will. So anyway, we worked up a trade, and I really wasn't worried about the trade. Wasn't worried about the trade at all. I immediately just, wanted to make sure he got the knife. Whatever I got back was fine. And so we made that trade. And it was maybe a little one-sided. That's neither here nor there. But at any rate, I was happy with it. I was thoroughly happy with it. Not a problem at all. Because he really wanted that knife to go in his collection. And it was a knife kind of hard to come by. So we made the trade. Well, yesterday, his package came to me and I opened it up. Well, first of all, I traded one knife for two knives, right? Well, in the package, there was three knives. And there was a love letter in there. And he commenced to telling me about how he really appreciated the trade and all that, and that he felt like that maybe the trade was a little one-sided. And at any rate, he put a third knife in there. A dandy. Now, a dandy. So the truth be known, the trade could be one-sided again. Now, it could be one-sided again in the other favor. But, we kind of do them things. I was talking to another feller that I've done several trades with. We were talking. One thing about knife trading, and I'm sure other things too, guys that trade guns and everything, whatever. But sure enough, in knife trading, you'll hear this said sometimes. Sometimes you'll say, well, I tell you what, I believe you one up on me that one. If we trade this one for yours, I believe you're gonna be up on me right there. It says, we're gonna make the trade. Just remember me on the next one. You know what I mean. And more times than not, he will. He'll remember you on the next one. He said, I know we traded that other and it wasn't quite like we ought to done. He said, so I'm gonna do this time. I love trading knives with fellers. You learn so much about a man when you start trading with him. Could be good, could be bad. Nonetheless, you learn a lot. You learn a lot when you go to trading with a fella. Y'all, shoot, it just hit 14 minutes. I better hush. I've been trying to keep my videos around 10, but this one ain't gonna make it. But I appreciate y'all spending a little time. If you stayed all the way to the end, Lord bless you. Thank you for joining in on today's little knife chat. Sitting out here under God's beautiful sky, surrounded by God's beautiful creation. You see them pecan trees back there leafing out. Won't be long, they'll be bearing. Y'all, it's a fine day to be alive. Y'all have an awesome day. Until we come back together again, love you, see you, bye. Y'all be sweet.